It's definitely been something I've maneuvered. I have had situations with my mom where I feel like she compared me to my brother a lot. And we had some tough conversations about the fact that, like, I'm not my brother, right? So that's cool that that's how you all roll, but this is how I live and this is who I am. So I need you to show up to me as me. And I think maneuvering on one hand, it's been an honor to get to a point where I've been able to do for my mother in major ways. I think coming up, it was like my mom did a lot for me. So I always was excited to get to a point where I could do for her. And she struggles to receive. So we've had conversations like that. It's not a bad thing, but it's a thing. But she's also struggled to learn how to know that she still has a role in my life after I've gotten to a point, a certain level of success. Um, and then my mom got married recently, which I'm still processing. Right. So it really is an interesting thing. And I agree with you totally, Lane, the expectations thing. And it's not like you think about, oh, when you talk, we at least talk about that you should communicate with your partner or your husband or wife, whatever, right? But I don't feel like I've heard anyone say like you should have frequent communication with your parents to make sure you're on the same page as an adult child. Like, I don't feel like that's something I've even ever heard anyone encourage, but really we know that like ongoing quality communication helps all relationships, including this one. And as I'm thinking about it, like live on the spot right now, I don't know that many folks had conversations like, so now that you're older, and Lane, I'm interested to hear from you because you're younger than me. And so you're more in that transition space. I'm beyond that. But like, I don't know that anyone ever said, once your child hits 21, you should sit them down for the talk. And the talk, is the talk about how different your relationship may look now that your child is an adult, right? And after your child has kids, you should sit down and have a talk about how might your relationship change because they have kids, or when you move out of town and now you live in a different city, you should talk about the expectations or what shouldn't be expected about what you do with your parents. So it's kind of like interesting as I'm thinking about it. We don't really talk about what should be and maybe even touch points. And so therefore I could see where there could be some struggles